Hi everyone! Today we are going to be covering Chapter 18 out of our Communication and Technology textbook, and we are going to be covering the topic eHealth. If you go to the next slide, our agenda shows that we are going to be talking about what is eHealth. That's a term that not a lot of people are familiar with, so we're going to go ahead and define that. We're also going to be talking about how technology plays a part in the healthcare industry, and we'll be wrapping things up with some of your thoughts on the importance of technology in healthcare. The next slide starts off our presentation. We're discussing eHealth. So what is eHealth? Its formal definition is the use of electronic information and communication technologies within the field of healthcare. So eHealth really includes everything from applications on your smartphone that encourage healthy lifestyles to electronically managing medical records, patient information, anything that is of confidence protected under HIPAA in private practices. Those are kind of both ends of the eHealth spectrum, and anything in regards to health and technology that falls under that umbrella is exactly what eHealth is. So the next slide covers technology and healthcare. Let's kind of take a look at where we started with the healthcare industry. Where did all of this begin? The first evidence of healthcare was chronicled in cave paintings that were found in France thousands and thousands of years ago, obviously before any modern forms of technology. And the first evidence of surgeries and the use of anatomy and diagnoses was found in Egypt around 2500 BC. And then it really wasn't until the 19th century that healthcare and the medical field as a whole significantly advanced, and a large part of this was due to communication and technological advancements. This brings us to our next slide, which is kind of taking a look at where we are in healthcare and technology today. Today, eHealth is a billion-dollar industry with a huge target market. Obviously, healthcare affects everybody, and in one way or another, technology affects everybody. So this is a growing industry, and the term eHealth is becoming more and more popular among individuals. So mHealth is a term found kind of under the eHealth umbrella. mHealth stands for mobile health, or the use of mobile technologies for communication and the delivery of health information. With over 7.9 million mobile devices on the planet, 36% of those being smartphones, you can see how many people really have access to healthcare and the opportunity to take ownership of their health and fitness journeys really in the palm of their hand. How many of you have workout apps on your smartphone or MyFitnessPal and you try and track what you're eating, or even use what is built into your iPhones to help track your heart rate, your steps that you take every day, your sleeping patterns? All of that falls under eHealth, and more specifically mHealth, which is the mobile health. And the use of all of these mobile devices and this technology within healthcare really gives individuals an opportunity to take a look at their personal health on a day-to-day basis and get a better understanding for that. If you move to the next slide, another use of technology in healthcare is the advancement of apps and health games. This is a huge industry, actually, that a lot of people wouldn't initially think about, but health and fitness apps, obviously due to the rise in smartphones, has more than tripled since 2009. There's over 165,000 mHealth apps, so anything that you can think of under the sun in relation to healthcare, you can find an app for. If you want to make doctor's appointments, if you want to get better at yoga, if you want to track your running, if you want to be more in tune with your sleeping habits, all of that is found in the App Store available for you. Health games is also something that's a little bit different than health apps. Apps are obviously something that's on your smartphone, but health games is more in relation to Wii, Xbox, actual gaming systems. The health games market is worth $6.6 billion. So this is a huge market that's continuing to grow. A lot of us have heard of Wii Fit. That is actually the leading health game, and it sold 23 million units globally in 2015 alone. So this just really goes to show that no matter what type of application you're looking for, you can use technology to help you become better in tune with your own healthcare and to encourage health and fitness and healthy habits in your day-to-day life with games and applications. It's really as easy as that, and that's one of the amazing things about eHealth is kind of this marriage between healthcare and technology and how easily it fits into everybody's lifestyle. The next slide, if you want to move to that, talks about telemedicine and social media. So telemedicine, kind of a new age term that not a lot of people are familiar with, is the actual use of telecommunication to connect patients and healthcare physicians remotely. So now, not only is healthcare something that we use with our smartphones or with apps and with games, but we can actually be treated by physicians remotely. It's pretty amazing. And because of these technological advances, the first remote surgery was actually performed in 2001 by doctors and surgeons in New York that treated a patient in France with the use of robotic technology, as you can see in the image on the slide. Telemedicine is said that it can reduce healthcare costs by over $6 billion a year. So this is definitely something that people involved in healthcare are really pushing for, really doing a lot of research and development and growth in this area of telemedicine. The opportunity for doctors to treat patients remotely in this way, whether it's an operation or a consultation, is a modern convenience that is genuinely changing the entire healthcare industry and experience for people on both ends of the spectrum. Now, moving to social media also plays a part in the technology and that we see in the healthcare industry and telemedicine, with over 2/3 of adults actively using social media today, and 90% of patients ages 18 to 24 saying that they would trust medical information found posted on the internet. It would be almost ignorant for people involved in the medical practice and in healthcare to not be tapping in to social media and this market. Over 35% of employers offer telemedicine services and allow their employers to be exposed to social media aspects that healthcare people provide. 94.4% of hospitals have an active Facebook page, 51% of hospitals have an active Twitter account, and 99% of hospitals have a Foursquare page, which allows patients to check in online. So all of these different ways that people are using telemedicine and social media to better the experience for not only for the physician but also for the patient is just another clear evidence that the eHealth industry is growing. That's a term that we need to learn. If you want to go to the next slide. The next thing that we're going to be discussing is wearable healthcare technology. So aside from the fact that doctors can do surgeries remote and you can track your sleeping patterns on your phone as it charges next to your bed, there is wearable healthcare technology today. And all of these things fall under this umbrella known as eHealth. eHealth doesn't only define the advancement of patient-physician relationships, but it really has allowed individuals to take ownership of their own personal health and their health and fitness journeys in a way that makes it easy and applicable to everybody's lifestyle thanks to the advancement of technology. In 2015, wearable healthcare device sales reached $1.8 billion. That figure goes to show that individuals are committed to and willing to invest in products that they can easily incorporate into their lifestyle to help them become more in tune with their health. A lot of these products include everything from pedometers, which is actually kind of the base of wearable healthcare devices. It's a little device that people will put on their belt or put in their pocket. It helps track their steps that they take during the day, to wristbands. So many of us know about Apple Watches, Fitbits, these devices that you can wear like a watch, which most people wear watches every day anyway, and it can track everything from your steps that you take every day to your heart rate, your sleeping patterns. It tells the time. It's just kind of a multifunctional device that people can easily use in their everyday lives. Google Lens is actually another wearable healthcare technology device. A lot of us have heard of Google Glass or Google Glasses. Well, Google Lens is actually a contact lens made by Google for you. Technology is just so amazing. These lenses sit, like I said, in your eye, just like a contact, and they offer all the features of Google Glass. So if you wanted Google Glass or Google Glasses, now you can have it in a contact lens. But these are especially used in the healthcare industry, particularly for patients suffering from diabetes. These Google lenses can actually measure glucose levels in tears, and so being able to have this contact in all day, keeping up with their sugar levels, it makes things a lot easier for people with diabetes. They don't have to worry about sticking themselves in the finger multiple times a day or keeping something attached to them. They can literally just put this in like a contact and it tracks all of that. So it truly is amazing how eHealth is growing and how these things are so easily applicable to an individual's lifestyle and how it promotes health and fitness for sure. So if we want to move to the next slide, we're going to wrap things up with this final question. We have talked about eHealth. What is eHealth? We defined that mHealth or mobile health, a topic that kind of falls under the umbrella of eHealth. We've discussed that. We've taken a look at where we started in regards to healthcare from back in the caveman days. And we've kind of gone through this timeline all the way through modern day technology and assessed where we are today in healthcare, how technology is used in healthcare to benefit the physician, to benefit the patient, how technology plays a role in everything from the doctor's office, from the waiting room where you check in, to you going to bed at night and being in the comfort of your own home and taking ownership of your own health and fitness. Technology plays a part in all of this surrounding eHealth. So my question to you is, what do you think is the most effective form of technology that is used or that could be used in the healthcare industry today, and why? As I've said, the healthcare industry is something that is continuously growing, just like technology is continuously growing. eHealth is a significant advancement in both technology and healthcare, and it is certain to continue to grow and change the lives of everybody in the healthcare industry for years to come. Thank you.